Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host. We hope you guys had a very productive week. We hope everything went well. We're coming down to the end of the summer, so it's time to really get pushing in, get this thing going. So with that being said, Bryant, you have the floor.
All right. Welcome, and thanks, Greg. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. You could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be with us here on the 14 Eagles Thursday night call, and we really, really appreciate that. First of all, as always, like to go over housekeeping. The 14 Eagles platform is moving very well. I like to commend the people that are working with others to help them to get through the platform and to send and receive gifts, showing them how that process works. That is always a good sign, and that the community is growing. And so my hats off to those that are helping those individuals get through that process. We always want to be mindful that whenever we send gifts to someone, or actually whenever you receive a gift from someone, you want to be mindful to give them a thumbs up from the Cash App, okay, to let them know that you received their gift. And then also make sure that you go into your 14 Eagles back office and confirm. Click on the confirm button in the gift management section to make sure that you have confirmed that person in the back office, so that way that person can be placed into their nest. All right, because that's very, very important. We want to make sure that you do that as quickly as you possibly can. We understand that you might not be in a position to do that at any given time, but whenever you get the opportunity to go into your back office, you want to do that as quickly as you can, because you don't want to hold people up getting into their nest so they can start inviting people into the community and building their teams. So that's going to be very, very important. All right. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. We want to go into the 14 Eagles concept here. As always, we always make reference to our 14 Eagles community site that we have, because we feel that with this site, it gives you perspective about what 14 Eagles really is. Of course, we're much more than just a gifting platform, and we always make mention of that. And so that's why we want to make sure that people come to the 14 Eagles community site, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com, and take a look at the welcome that we have on the home page, because that welcome will put in perspective what 14 Eagles is all about and why we're here. The times that we're in right now, people are having a hard time, financially, and we understand that. This is unprecedented times right now, and things don't look like they're going to move as fast as we would like them to move to get back to some type of quote unquote normalcy. Well, I'm here to tell you, we're in the new normal now. The old normal, you might as well say, is gone. All right, and in some ways, that may be a good thing. All right, so always take the brighter side of everything. That's what I try to do anyway, personally. And so, because the old normal is not a normal that I'd like to continue to do. All right, we're trapped in an economic system that was, in its good times, had a lot of people hurting financially. Right? A lot of people in poverty, a lot of people in debt. So, I mean, that was the normal. Well, we need to change that normal. We need to create a new normal. And so at 14 Eagles, that's what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is create a virtual community here at 14 Eagles. Because in a virtual community, we make the rules. Okay, we do what we want to do. We set the parameters of how we want our economic system to work. Just like in a video game. When you're in a video game and you create a video game, you create the rules. You create what's going to happen in that game. Well, in our virtual community, we're in control. And that's all we ask for, to be in control. And so through 14 Eagles, we allow you to do that. We allow you to be in control. Be in control of your own community. And so that's why we ask people to come to the 14 Eagles community website. Check out our welcome. See what 14 Eagles is all about. You know, get a perspective of what we do here. And so real quick, that's why I like to read the welcome most of the time, so people can at least hear it. Even if they don't read it, they can at least hear what it says. And then, you know, hopefully that'll prompt people to come and read it for themselves. Because you may find something that may trigger you, you know, and share it with others. So in our welcome, it says, 14 Eagles is a platform that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. 14 Eagles has taken a concept that is actually thousands of years old, giving, sharing, and accepting, and merged it with modern-day technology to create a virtual community. A community that has developed its own economy of peer-to-peer giving and sharing, which provides economic stability to become self-sufficient and self-sustaining. The 14 Eagles community is a bridge used to move people from a debt-based system formed on selling, buying, and taking to a collaborative-based system formed on giving, sharing, and accepting. This virtual community creates a paradigm shift in consciousness that inspires people to work together and garners love and harmony on a whole new spiritual level. There's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. If you are someone that has a heart for giving and genuinely like helping people, then get with the individual who referred you to the 14 Eagles community and let them know you want to be a part of this growing movement to change the world into the place it was meant to be. To register for the 14 Eagles community is free, but to send and receive gifts through the platform, you will need to get a Cash App and OG Pay accounts. Get with the member that invited you to walk through that process. So if you bring people to the 14 Eagles community site and you go over this welcome, that right there is the best introduction that you can give people to the 14 Eagles platform. You know, no matter what they're looking for, this is it. This is it in a nutshell, what we do here. And so that'll give you a perspective that we do more than just gifting. And so as we go through the website, you can see all the stuff that 14 Eagles has to offer by way of our community. So, of course, the first thing is that you want to take a look at the 14 Eagles video presentation that shows our video, shows our 14 Eagles platform, our gifting platform. So, you know, about a 7.5 minute presentation that gives you a quick snapshot of how the platform works. And if you go through that video, you know, once or twice, you'll get a pretty good understanding of how the platform works. It's very simple and very easy. And once you see how it works, then you can go through the whole process of getting involved in the platform through the sign up, how to send a gift, how to set up for your gift, how to receive gifts and confirm that you received it, the whole 9 yards. All right, a very simple process. And anyone that invites you, they can show you how to go through this process. Very easy, very simple. A lot of people are going through the process right now and not having hardly any problems at all. And if you do have a problem, no sweat. We'll help take care of any problems that you may have going through this process. But the thing is just to get involved. All right? And once you get involved, then the main thing is to get acclimated to it. Okay? Because like I said, we do a lot more than just gifting. Okay? And if you look at the video presentation and you just don't quite get it, then we encourage you to go over to How It Works tab. Go over to the How It Works tab and go through line by line. Okay? Line by line, just how 14 Eagles works. You can study it right here. Everything is right here for you. All right? We have nothing to hide on our platform. There's nothing to lose at all. Because, see, we really want people to understand how the gifting process works. A lot of people get confused about gifting because there's a lot of gifting platforms out there right now. And a lot of them, you know, people get involved and they, quote unquote, lose their money. Well, how do they lose their money, okay, in a gifting platform? How do you lose money in a gifting platform? Because a gifting platform is supposed to be designed for you to give money to someone else. All right? It's gifting. So you're giving money away. So we're trying to get people to understand the whole concept of gifting. See, people have the wrong concept about gifting sometimes because they think it's some type of investment. And whenever you roll into that investment world, you're asking for trouble, especially on a gifting platform. That is not what it's designed for. And so you have to come in with the right mentality from the beginning. You don't make money in a gifting platform. You only give money away. And by giving money away, this puts you in a position for people to give you money. That is the concept. Not putting up money and then, you know, thinking that you're going to get a return on your money like it's some type of investment. You know, you know, for the past week, I've been talking to quite a few people in reference to that. Because people think that just because they gave a gift that it's supposed to automatically come back to them. No, it doesn't. It just doesn't work that way. This is a gifting platform. You giving money away to help someone else, which puts you in a position for someone to help you. But if you don't go out and talk to people about the process and about the platform that we have, then you have no one to give to you. You know, this is a community, and you can't do this by yourself. And just because you enter in doesn't mean that money is just going to come falling out of the sky to come to you. No, it doesn't work that way. We're a community, and we are people that work together in a community. And this is what we try to foster as we go through the 14 Eagles platform. It's more than just a gifting platform. And so we want people to understand that. We don't want people coming just to get money. We want people to come to help others with a genuine heart to help others. We don't want you to come to take. We want you to accept from others. It's a whole different concept. And I know and I understand that people have to kind of change their thinking. And that's what we're here to do. 14 Eagles is all about helping you to change the way that you think and to uplift your consciousness. All right? And one of the ways that we do that on our home page, if you scroll down to our video row, you know, I'm very proud of our video row. You know, our video row, we have a series of videos here that will, if you take the opportunity to look at these videos, there's not very many of them, and they're not very long. But I guarantee you, if you look at each one of these videos, you'll walk away with a whole different mindset. You'll walk away thinking to yourself, wow, there's information out here that I didn't know about. And hopefully that will spark you to go and research for yourself other information pertaining to what you just saw. That's the whole key. That's the whole key to being in a community, okay, and being educated within a community. See, we educate each other. You know, no one has all the answers by themselves, but we can come together and help each other and help educate each other to come up with any answer that we need to come up with. All right? It's time out for us to stop trying to be lone rangers and trying to, you know, take on this world by ourselves. There's no more for that. Those times are gone. You know, we need to come together as people and stop waiting for governments and corporations to come bail us out or to tell us what we need to do on a day-to-day basis. This is what 14 Eagles is all about. So our video row puts you in that frame of mind to help put you in a mind, put your mind in the right perspective, so you'll know how to maneuver within the world that we live in today. The world is changing, and it's not going back the way that it was. And so if it's going to change, then we need to create the change that we want to see. And so that's what we're trying to do here at 14 Eagles. Matter of fact, we're not going to try to do it. We are going to do it. We are going to do it. And then also, we have our partners, a partnership with a company called FundMe 24/7, or I should say Dynamic Trio, that has a platform called FundMe 24/7. We encourage you to come and take a look at that platform. The reason why we're partnered with Dynamic Trio, because they have the same philosophy as the 14 Eagles community. You know, one of our philosophies is to get rid of debt and to wipe out poverty. All right? Because that's the system that we live in right now. It's a debt-based system. And that's the reason why that 95% of the people in this country are in debt. Because we're in a debt-based system. And that's why you have at least 30 to 40% of the people living under the poverty level. We have to get rid of this debt, and we have to wipe out poverty. Because that is no way for a community to be in debt, you know, perpetually in debt. That is not the right system for what we live in today. All right, so we're trying to change that. And Dynamic Trio is trying to change that. And we're trying to change that together. We are going to change that together. Not just in our own communities and in our own neighborhoods, but in the country, not just in this country, but around the world. You know, believe it or not, 14 Eagles have people in other countries that's involved in the 14 Eagles community. You know, because of technology, the whole world is our community now. So we just can't just look, you know, next door to us or across the street from us anymore. No, it's much more expanded than that. And so that's why we have to take this seriously. We have to understand what we have our hands on here. So we encourage you to take a look at the FundMe 24/7 platform to see how it works. Okay. Also, FundMe, the Dynamic Trio also has the Feed Me 24/7 feeder system, which is like a marketing system to teach people about crowdfunding. You know, a lot of people have heard of crowdfunding, but they really don't understand it. You know, you've seen your GoFundMe accounts. When people are in need, people start a GoFundMe account. Or people have, you know, a product that they've invented and they want to get it out to the market. They have the Indiegogos. Okay, that's a crowdfunding where you can raise money from crowdfunding. Because of the Jobs Act that was signed into law by President Obama back in 2012, it took crowdfunding to a whole nother level. Well, see, what crowdfunding is nothing more than gifting. Giving a gift to someone to help someone with a business or a product that they may want to get to the market, or giving a gift to someone that's in need for any type of personal reason. Well, guess what? Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me 24/7 has put together a platform just for that, just for crowdfunding, where if you have any type of personal project, okay, a personal need that you need to raise money for, you don't have to go to a bank to get a loan to pay interest on. You don't have to go and nag your friends and family to help you out with a loan. No. Now you can do it much more respectfully by getting involved in this platform and raising the funds yourself through crowdfunding. Okay? Fund Me 24/7 has created a platform where you can use crowdfunding to raise funds for whatever project that you have. Maybe you want to send your kids to college and you want to create a college fund for them. Well, that's a personal project that you can raise funds for. Based on the Jobs Act, you can do that. You can raise up to $1 million for any project that you have. Maybe you need a roof to put on your house. Roofs are very, very expensive. Well, instead of going to get a loan, start your own crowdfunding to get a roof on your house through Fund Me 24/7. See, the time is over now to where you don't know how to get the funds that you need. There's too many ways out here now to raise funds. And now that we have 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio, this is the most advantageous way for you to raise funds. Very easy and very simple to do. Okay, you don't even need to have the know-how. Everything is done for you. We have everything here for you. All we're doing is trying to show you how to build teams and build a community. And as long as you stick with the community, you can't go wrong. So we're just trying to show people what we have, what you have your to take advantage of. What we have here for you to take advantage of. It's a very, very powerful concept. And with both 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio, with the Fund Me 24/7 and the Feed Me platforms, there's no reason why you can't get what you need. None. All you have to do is put forth the effort and the desire to want to help yourself and to help others. And then this automatically happens. And then we've also partnered with another company that's on our site, Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, CETS for short. We encourage you to watch this video so you can get a perspective of what they're all about, and go to their website and check out their website. You know, they're a technology company that's creating a circular economy. You know, their philosophy is right in line with the 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio philosophy, where we are creating our own economy within our own communities. You know, we're communities that's taking things into our own hands now. Okay? We're not taking handouts from the government and corporations. No, we're working side by side with corporations now and governments. And we're building our own communities. And so through CETS is building green communities. We're called green villages. Using technology where they're turning trash and turning it into renewable energy and recyclable materials to build houses, to build businesses. This is what 14 Eagles is all about. This is who we're connected with. Yeah, a lot of people look at us as some type of little small gifting platform. okay, that's fine. But we're here to show you we're much more than that. Right? And so we want people to really, really look at us in depth, not just at the gifting platform, but look at what 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio are trying to accomplish. If you see here, we are partnered with SETS, 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio, our logos together, along with several other companies. We're not alone. We can't do this alone. We have to do this as a community. So we say get involved. You know, we need you, just like you need us. And let's work together. Also, if you have a business, we encourage businesses to get involved with the 14 Eagles community. We have a way for businesses to do that. And we encourage you to get involved with us because it's a win-win for businesses. If you have a business, you get involved with 14 Eagles, we encourage you to advertise to our community. Why? Because we are a community. And what's a community without businesses? Right? And if you have a business and you want to advertise to the community, well, guess what? It's a win-win situation for you for having a business. Because now you can advertise to the 14 Eagles community for whatever goods and services that you have. And by doing that, now you can directly impact the community that you're advertising to. How is that? Because now the only thing that you have to do to advertise in the 14 Eagles community is to help us build the community. We don't ask you for any fees, okay, to advertise. All we ask you to do is to help us build the community, and you get to advertise right here on our site. All right? Because our goal here at 14 Eagles is to build a directory of businesses. Build a directory of businesses. So therefore, wherever any of our 14 Eagles members are, whether they be in our country, the United States, or anywhere in the world, if we build a directory, wherever you are, the first thing you want to do is whatever you're looking for, go to the 14 Eagles directory first to see if whatever you need is in that directory, wherever you are. So if you're looking for a restaurant and you're in, let's say, Germany, and you're looking for a restaurant in Germany, in Frankfurt, Germany, well, the first thing we want you to do is look in the 14 Eagles directory to see if there's a restaurant that's a part of the 14 Eagles community in Frankfurt, Germany. That's where we're going with it. That's how big we plan to be. Everything starts with a first step. And see, right now, you're in a position to be here at the beginning of that journey. And so if we can do that together, and we can create our own economy here in our virtual community, and we circulate the dollars within our community worldwide, our worldwide virtual community, do you understand if that dollar circulates within our community on a consistent basis, as we grow this community, everyone that touches that dollar becomes inherently wealthy? That's an economic fact. This is what we're about here at 14 Eagles. Not just some gifting platform. We're more than just a gifting platform. And this is what we try to put out. So we really encourage you to really take a look at what we're doing here. All right? Yes, we will show you the gifting platform. We will show you how the gifting platform works. Matter of fact, come next Monday, we will have our training videos will go out. We have training videos on the 14 Eagles platform to show you in detail how the 14 Eagles platform works. We have a training video for the Dynamic Trio, Fund Me, Feed Me, and the Fund Me to Infinity plan and the Dynamic Trio. So you can see how the money flows through our platforms, because we understand people need money. People are in dire straits right now. This pandemic has really taken its toll, okay? Not just in this country, but around the world. So guess what? We're needed. Our community is needed right now. So we're going to show you how the money comes in. We're going to show you how to receive the money. But what we try to teach is that we don't want people chasing money. We want to put you in a position where the money chases you. This is what we want to teach. This is what we want to get across to people. And so it takes us to change our mentality to be able to understand that. And I hope you do. So we encourage you to come and check us out. Come and see what we do. Because, see, here on our site, our motto is give from the heart, share the love, and accept our blessings. That's much different than what you normally would hear. See, most people want to take from you. Most people want to sell something to you. But no, that's not what we do. We talk more about giving. We talk more about giving from the heart. We talk about sharing with one another. Okay, sharing the love that we have to help one another. And anything that we receive it and accept it as a blessing, not something that is owed to us. This is the way that we think in 14 Eagles. All right? And if you think that way, then you're in the right place. If you don't think that way, then you're going to have to change your thinking to be in 14 Eagles. Because we're all about the people. We're all about community. It's not an I in 14 Eagles. It's a we. It's a us. And that's what it's all about. Okay? So if you're looking at 14 Eagles for the first time, this is who we are. So come to the 14 Eagles community site. Check out our site. Look at what we do. And if you want to get involved, get with the person that invited you. Okay. Get with the platform. Get their username. Let's get involved. And if you have information that you want to share with the 14 Eagles community, by all means, send that information to us so we can get it to the community. Because we all educate each other. That's what it's all about. Each one teach one. So now what I want to do real quick, I want to bring up one of the gentlemen that is partnered with us. He runs the Dynamic Trio. He's doing a fantastic job. He's changing lives on a day-to-day basis. And he's a fantastic guy. I don't think that 14 Eagles could really be here if it wasn't for him. And that's literally, okay? Literally. Most people don't understand that story. But what I want to do is bring up Mark Stevens. Mark, are you open?
Yes, I am. Peace and blessings.
Fantastic, fantastic. If you will, Mark, real quick, for the people that don't know about the Dynamic Trio, just to give the brief synopsis. I know I said a little bit about it, but if you could give a brief synopsis in your own words, what the Dynamic Trio is all about.
Okay, the Dynamic Trio is a platform that's designed to eradicate poverty out of the world, as well as rid the world of debt. Because as you said earlier, it is now headed towards 50 million people that are out of work because of the COVID-19 and what it has done to our economy. And as you said before, the system that they have us living under already was bad enough. This just makes it worse. So what we're doing, and this is why we are teamed up with 14 Eagles, because we're working together to be able to help people feed their families. Can you imagine 4 to 15-year-olds committing suicide every day because they're going hungry or they don't understand what's going on, and that hurts. So we're here to do whatever we can to help everybody out, to make things easier. And that's why we're together. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Fantastic. Appreciate you, Mark. Thanks, man, for that. And he's so right. I mean, the system that we're in here in this country and around the world has devastated so many people. So many people. Like you said, we got over 50 million people that don't have a job, don't even know where they're going to get their next, paycheck from. Waiting for the government to bail them out. The government will bail out these big-time banks and corporations, but what does it do for the people? So that's why we have to take things into our own hands. We have to get the word out to the people to let them know that there's a place that they can come to save themselves and to help save each other. This is what it's all about. And I hope people can see that. I really do. Okay. What I want to do next, we have a college debt project that we've got going on, and we're trying to put together. And the guy that's really doing a fantastic job putting that together has really got something in store for us. And we're working together to get that done. And because we want to go out here and we want to help save our kids. That the kids are our future. And so, kids are, trying to go to college and get an education so they can make something of themselves and try to help change this world. But as always, the system, to try to get an education, they want you to go in debt to get that education. It's crazy. So we're trying to change that. And so what I want to do is I want to bring up Dwayne. Are you open? Can you open?
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you loud and clear. Okay, great. If you can, just go over the debt project if you can, briefly, and let us know where you're at on that and what's getting ready to happen with that.
Gladly. Greetings, everyone. Hopefully you had a great weekend, a great week. I always say weekend. These weeks come so fast. We're launching a nationwide initiative to help to create a self-funding program for college students, as well as anybody who actually has a debt, whether they're past students or looking to be a student and do not have the means financially to be able to put themselves into and through college or any type of trade school. We're in the process, we're establishing a movement. The name of the movement is the Let's Net to Kill the Debt movement. And that's essentially, we're taking the platform of 14 Eagles to where we're going to gift our way debt-free, if that makes sense to you. And it only takes as little as $6 to get started. We have a method which we're going to be using to get this out and get it to explode pretty much overnight. The kids are getting ready to go back, or gone back to school actually, and so once they become a little more comfortable, they're actually able to merge amongst each other, feel comfortable to do so. They're going to start mixing it up a bit, and we're going to bring this forth to them. Right now, we're in the process of finishing up the presentation video. It's going to last approximately 30 minutes. That's going to go over that, a quick snapshot of what it all consists of. So we're waiting on that to finalize. Hopefully we'll have that as early as tomorrow. If you're not already registered with 14 Eagles newsletter, go onto the home page, go at the bottom, and put your information in so that you can get updates. That way, once we kick things off, you won't miss out. It'll come directly into your email. In the next 24 hours, if all goes well, we may do an impromptu session or presentation that we're going to do as early as Saturday. Okay, so just be on the lookout. Identify those who you know who are in school or have children in school or have already been in school and they're still paying on that debt. Again, this is a one-shot out-of-pocket, as little as $6 one time, and we just build that community, and we're just sharing that. And again, it's not limited to just colleges, but also to any debt, any expense. Doesn't have to even be a debt, just an expense. Everybody has the need for funds, so let's not kid ourselves. Let's utilize the community. It costs you to not be part of this community, whether you're in school, whether you're out of school, whether you're making all the money in the world, it still have a place there to where this can really benefit you. So, we'll keep you updated. And thanks again. Back to you, Brian.
All right, fantastic. And I'm looking forward to that because, we can really put a dent in the colleges, okay, with the college students. We can really put a dent into that. And if we can get this scattered out through all the colleges and get these college students onto the 14 Eagles platform, and they're so good with this social media stuff and all of this technology stuff, they can spread this thing like wildfire. Okay, and it can really, really help them out. And because, and I say this, I know I say I'm like a broken record. I say this every week, but it just makes no sense to me that your kids are going to school to try to get an education to better themselves, and before they even get their first job out of school, they're saddled with debt. And where it takes them anywhere from 10, 15, 20 years to pay that debt off. That makes no sense. That's a system we could do without. We have to change the system. And this is our attempt to try to change that system. Okay? And so, we have to do that collectively as a group. We have to do that collectively. So hopefully we can do that and make a difference in these kids' lives to where they don't have to worry about coming out of school being saddled with debt. and we got to do something about that. That is crazy. Okay. So now, what I want to do real quick is I want to bring up our fearless leader. Greg, you open?
Yes, I am. I'm open. Again, great call. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Dwayne. This is a mission that we're on here, man, And like Mark said it correctly, man, we are trying to eradicate poverty. And I know that sounds like a big, big dream, but with the right people, we can do this. We have the power of and energy of each other. We have the love for each other. 14 Eagles is definitely the right place at the right time. I'm so proud of the fact that I'm part of this here. And like Brian said, we're at the beginning of this. We have an opportunity to do some really, really great things. And I guess I'm going to repeat what Brian said because I feel like a broken record sometimes too. But I love to say when you talk to your friends and family about 14 Eagles, you ask them, have you ever heard of us? And they say no. Tell them we're just ordinary people coming together to do extraordinary things. Back to you, Brian.
Fantastic. And here on the screen, we have the on the Contact Us tab on the 14 Eagles site. We have our link to come to the webinar. We do this webinar every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Thursday night. And you can just come to the site and click on this link, and it'll put you into the webinar, all right, if you're on your computer. If not, you can get on your phone and call in. You got the dial-in number where you can dial in and listen in to the call. Also, it's an old school. We have it on our site. We have a 24/7 sizzle call number that you can call. And I know, most people don't really use that in sizzle calls anymore, but we have it on our site, and you can use that sizzle call. That sizzle call, believe it or not, was done a long time ago. But guess what? It's still pertinent today. The information is still pertinent today. All right, so it just shows you where we are. we haven't gone that far. Okay, what was going on years ago is still going on today, and so people still need this platform. So if you want to introduce 14 Eagles to someone, let them listen to that sizzle call. All right, and if that sizzle call resonates with them, then bring them to the 14 Eagles community site. Bring them to the call on Thursday nights. All right, get them exposed to what we do. And you don't have to lead with gifting platform. Just say that we're building a community of people that's working together to help one another. All right? This is very, very important. Very important. And then also, we have a member service number. Call us. We're about the only gifting platform that you can actually call and ask questions. Okay? You can call us at 301-684-1216. Unheard of. And then also we have our email, controltower@14eaglesden.com. Send us an email if you have any questions about what we do here. And and as Dwayne said, go to our on our homepage, go down and sign up for our newsletter. Even if you don't get involved with 14 Eagles, sign up with the newsletter so you can get the email updates that we send out. So you can stay updated on what 14 Eagles is doing. And also get our videos of the week. Our videos of the week are very informative. All right? Very informative. You probably get videos or information that you've never seen before or heard before. You definitely don't hear it on mainstream media. I can almost guarantee you that. Okay? We're here about education. We're here about trying to help people to understand what's going on around them in our world. Because most people, or I would say a lot of people, don't have a clue. Just don't have a clue. Okay? But we appreciate you coming. These calls are recorded. These webinars are recorded. And they're usually sent out on Friday mornings. So if you know someone that was trying to get here, have them fret not. You can send them the copy of the recording of this webinar. Okay? As Greg used to say, we leave no stone unturned. We want to make sure that the word is getting out about 14 Eagles and what we do. So, not coming to the Thursday night webinar, that's okay. Check out the recording. You can check it out on our YouTube channel, 14 Eagles Den. You can go to YouTube and search 14 Eagles Den, and you can get the latest webinar that we've done and all the previous ones. Okay, because see, every webinar that we do on Thursday night, we give out the same basic information, but you never know what we're going to say. You never know what's going to come up. All right? Because we just don't talk about gifting. We talk about more than just gifting. All right? So, but the main thing that we do talk about is community. Community is the key. And as long as we build the community, guess what? The money will follow. All right? So with that in mind, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight, because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here tonight. And I appreciate the guys that spoke, Mark, Dwayne, Greg. Appreciate you guys so much. So with that in mind, everybody have a great day. Have a great week. And we're going to see you next week on the Thursday night call, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.